Hello lovelies, and welcome back to the first video of the year. Yay! So this is another tag, and as you can see there are like a few decks here on the screen, and by the title of this video you know what they have in common. So these are Kickstarter or Indiegogo or in general crowdfunding decks. Now sorry, this is like super exciting for me because a lot of people don't like Kickstarter, and I can totally understand that. No, like you don't see the full cards. You sometimes the project is not complete. More often than not, there are delays. But I want to tell you like why I love Kickstarter, and like my point of view. So I want to show you the decks first, and I will tell you like a little bit of each one. No, so for example, here we have Majestic Earth, which is by J.D. Hildegard Hinkle. And she's a lovely curator, I think it's the right word. No, this is repurposed art, but I think she's the best doing it. So there are a lot of decks out there that use repurposed art, but I think nothing is like what she does. So Majestic Earth, and this is the creator of Delphi Tarot. I mean, I'm not gonna show the cards because this is gonna take forever. As you can see, there are a lot of decks. So this was actually my first Kickstarter. It was delayed a little bit, but I mean, the quality of the product, it's astonishing. And I mean, some people have issues with the delays. I don't, because I mean, to start with, I'm in Mexico City, so shipping is gonna take longer just for that. And I don't mind waiting, honestly. Yeah, sometimes I'm like, oh, I wish it was here. But I'm like, calm down. Like, you have a lot of decks to work with in the meantime, so don't stress about it. It will get here when it has to get here, so that's fine. So another deck that is actually one of my personal favorites is the Stolen Child Tarot by Monica L. Knighton. I absolutely adore this deck. I know the name is a little bit off-putting for many people. It's based on the poem of W.B. Yeats, which is absolutely wonderful, and this deck is gorgeous for inner child works. So it's just a fantastic. Here you can see the poem. The box is one of my favorite boxes. No, it has a magnetic closure. The decks are in linen, which is one of my favorite quality papers now for a deck. So I love it, love it, love it, love it, love it. This little guy here is the first edition for the Other Abyssal Oracle. It's super cute, and this is actually the first one that got to me, so it got to me, I think, quite fast. And unfortunately, we don't connect anymore, so this is up for grabs, but it was a fantastic campaign. The creator of this, I don't have the name on hand, but he has made a tarot deck and I think a couple other projects, so it's pretty cool. And it's just, fantastic to have those interactions with the artist. For example, here, the Wild Messengers. This was a team of 3 people, which is Tanya, Tiger, and Lola, if I recall correctly. No, so Lola Piquet, and the art is by Tanya Castell, and Tiger, which I think is like Lola's partner. He was heavily involved, and the 3 of them were like an awesome team, and I absolutely love this deck. The guidebook is amazing. Like even if you don't like the deck, just get the guidebook. It's really good. So, and their interaction was wonderful. No, this is like available. I think most of them are available. This one is an Amazon by Hildegard herself. There is no mass market publishing. She's publishing herself the deck. This is on Monica L. Knighton's website. This I think he has an Etsy shop. They have a shop as well. And for example here, a deck for Wonder Walking. Again, like I could like this box, and actually the guidebook, it's like super soft. Like I could stay like this forever, guys. Again, beautiful deck. No, it's just so beautiful. This is by Amy T1, if I'm correct. There we go. Amy T1. She's also creating, I think, an oracle, and she is creating a journal. It's just fantastic, her work. Then we have the Pathfinder Oracle by Andy Swartz. And I love this deck. I haven't worked much with it. These are like fairly new. So his company, you can see Andrew Swartz. And his company is Skull Garden. And you can see all his decks. So this is, for example, I'm going to talk about one of the pluses, of a Kickstarter campaign. So these come with an exclusive mini deck. So this is a Kickstarter exclusive. No one that didn't back it is gonna get it. And I love a mini deck, like love it. And it's just fantastic. And I was able to purchase his other decks that were Kickstarters as well. So the Wooden Tarot, the Seeker's Lenormand, and the Earthbound Oracle for a really good price. So I got all 4 decks, plus a mini, and it was just such a good deal. Oops, sorry about that. So it was a really great deal, and those are one of the perks of Kickstarter, You get like little specials. Like for example, Wild Messengers, they were so sweet that all international backers got a free, and I think I have it on hand. Oops, yeah, I dropped something else, but that's okay. We got the free cloth, which is silky. It's so beautiful. It has like the cosmos, the universe. Really, really nice. And you can also wear that as a scarf, I think. It's just so lovely. And this was free, because international shipping was so expensive. Sometimes I'm like, the US always gets on a special price. Sometimes Canada, sometimes Europe, but the rest of the world is like rest of the world. And I'm like, but I'm in Mexico. Mexico is so close to the United States, but no, I get shipped at the same as the rest of the world. So that's like, okay. Wah. Then, for example, we have the Botanical deck by Jessica Bott. That's why Botanical, you can see it has 2 T's. It's a little play on the creator's name, Jessica Bott. And she's the creator of the Idiosyncrat deck. I think that's how you pronounce it. Her shop, the Cracked Amethyst. She also has the Amethyst Oracle, I think. And a couple more decks there. So that's the Botanical deck. Then we have the Poker deck of the Drowning World. And this is by Ken and Selznick, who they are the creators of Carnival at the End of the World. So I was able to get these, plus their poker deck. Now, this and I are not connecting, so this is up for grabs as well. Just FYI. Yeah, so Ken and Selznick, and this is like, and usually, I'm not gonna say always, usually you get discounted prices on Kickstarter, which in my case help compensate for the super expensive shipping. I mean, it's not a lot, like you get like a $5 discount, sometimes a little bit more, maybe $10 discount, but it's just really great, following the creators along the process. And then, I mean, some of the nasty interactions are not pleasant. I usually don't even look at them, but I think for me it has been lovely. And for example, Claire Mack, which is the creator of the Illuminated Earth Oracle, she already had this deck out, but she wanted to do a second printing, and so she launched a Kickstarter, and it was wonderful. This is the Illuminated Earth Oracle, and I love this deck. So she also used Kickstarter, which is a great way to help. This is like upside down, sorry. So this is a great way to help creators put their art out there. Printing, it's a lot of money. So I mean, if we can help, I think we should go. And again, you get like, if you get an early bird, you get a little perk, you get a little discount, you get the interaction with the creator, and I guess it's just a feeling that you're part of something big, of something larger than yourself. I think that's a feeling that I really love. So these are the decks that I have got on Kickstarter. I have a few more. I'm gonna be showing my phone. So this is my profile. Let's see, focus there. So this was unsuccessful. This was a lovely tarot planner by Holly on Cape Cod Creatures. So sad that it didn't got funded, but I mean, I was excited. So as you can see, my first, this was, I guess they put it at the bottom, but I don't know why. So the first one that I backed, because it was much later, that this was like in the middle. Anyhow, the first one that I backed, as you can see, is Majestic Earth, which I adore it. Stolen Child, adore it. Now, there are like, we also need to talk, I mean, I've been talking about the good, a little bit like bad notes. But for example, Dreamer's Arcana, I still haven't got this, and it's been over a year. There are a lot of nasty comments because she's not even replying, so that's a little disappointing, I guess. But again, this is the only one that has let me down out of the, 19, no? Because it's taken into account this one. Out of 19 that I backed, this is the only one that didn't come through. So I think that's acceptable. Then we had the Other Abyssal, we have Wild Messengers, a deck for Wonder Walking, the Pathfinder, which came with all those other decks, the Botanical Tarot, the Poker deck of the Drowning World, Illuminated, and for example, I'm waiting for this. This is on the way, like I'm actually waiting, like this is on the mail. Spacious Tarot by Carrie Mellon and Annie. I'm blocking on her last name. Let's see. By Annie Rucht and Carrie Mellon. So, wonderful deck. I'm super excited to get it. Cosmic Cycles, I was super excited, but then as long they were creating the cards, I was a little disappointed. So, I canceled that one actually. So, and they were nice about it, so I was glad about. For example, Materia Prima, and that brings me to Fantastic Creators, whose decks have been on Kickstarters. I didn't get them at Kickstarters, but for example, Materia Prima is by Uzi, which you know as the creators of Pagan Otherworlds, which I think is their most popular deck. It's absolutely fantastic, no? And this was also a Kickstarter deck. You can follow them, and then you can discover new projects that they're launching. So you also have Supra Oracle, which I adore to deep. It's so beautiful. No, so these creators are putting themselves out there, and it's just so fantastic. Materia Prima, super excited about it. Orion's deck, that we saw it on, not on Instagram, but I saw pictures on the internet and everything. The only social media that I really follow is YouTube, but I was super excited about it, and now it's successful, and I think they're like ready to ship. Brady Tarot's second edition. So I didn't jump for the first edition, but I'm so excited to get the second edition, which I think it's gonna be more affordable. Well, it is more affordable, and because it doesn't have the fancy box, and it's gonna be like larger, a little larger, so I'm super excited about that. Now, the Wilder Woven Tarot, this goes back to when I actually had Facebook, so that was over a year ago. And I don't know, I stumbled across one of these pictures in one of those tarot groups, and I fell so in love with it. And then I was like, wow, yeah, please, like, get funded, no? Because I just love it. This is the extract, no? So these are the major arcana and a minor arcana. I just love the concept. I usually don't like a lot of white space on my tarot decks, but this one absolutely made me fall in love with it, so I'm super excited about that one. Then we also have Save Rainforest Tarot. This is a photographic deck, and it's by Dark Cinevere, and I'm super excited that it got funded. Like, this was so stressful because it was like close to the finish line. You can see some of the cards there. It's so beautiful. Like, that sun card, I love it. No, it's like simple, and this is made with old school photographs, so that really excited me. And they are also the creators of Tarot of the Unknown Shadows, which I thought I wasn't gonna connect to it, and I love it. I love it. And this was an Indiegogo campaign, and also the Manuscript of Initiations, which is also an Indiegogo. This one, I'm actually a little disappointed. I don't know why, some people complain about the cardstock. I don't mind, but I mean the artwork is beautiful, but I don't know, something didn't do it for me. So I think I'll be moving that along as well. But again, no, lovely creations by these, and they also have another one, the Paracelsus Tarot, I believe it's called. So we have that. We also have the Nameless One, which is a tarot and oracle. This is by Alexandria Huntington. Yeah, Huntington. And she's the creator of the Children of Letha, which also was a Kickstarter, if I'm correct. I think so. Here, for example, you can click on the author, the creator, no, a little bio, and you can see the projects that they have created. No, the Children of Letha there. So, and then you can follow them and follow their creations. And then some playing cards that they are like waterproof, so that has me excited, but that's not tarot. I started reading playing cards when I was like little, like in high school or younger. Anyhow, those are the decks, and I have also saved ones. Some because I was like interested, but I didn't back them, or just because, I don't know, something caught my eye. So for example, talking about other Kickstarters that, sorry, I didn't get at Kickstarters, we can talk about, again, because why not? Lightseers. I know, people are like probably tired of me and a lot of people talking about this. And we can mention, that, yeah, it was long, but I think everyone got super excited when they received it. And the original backers got the most, the now super coveted 10 of Swords, after all the back and forth with the discussion. I'm not gonna go into that. So that was a little perk, that they got. And I'm so glad, that I could actually get my hands on one of the available like leftover copies. So thank you for I couldn't stop clicking when the card opened in this side of the world. Let's talk about other not super successful story. So this one, Ethereal Visions. This was also Kickstarter. There was a lot of controversy around this deck. I think the creator did the best he could, and there was a lot of misinformation and hard feelings, and I don't know. I actually bought this as a gift, and then I saw that it was at a great price, so I bought it, and it's like I've been trying to resell it ever since. It's beautiful, but it's not my style. And I guess like people got really irritated because it went mass market like way too soon, and like the quality of the mass market was better, but that's because US Games actually had to help Matt Hughes produce the deck, because he's like the company that he initially hired wasn't coming through for him. So it was just like a lot of like, I guess, a series of unfortunate events. And some campaigns are stressful, I guess that's how I put it. But again, this is one among many that have been so successful. Now, if you cannot wait for a deck, because if they say like, okay, it's gonna be delivered like approximately March this year, like take your calendar and add another year. And that might be an exaggeration, sure, but just take that and then don't stress about it. Like, give the creator at least another year to complete it. And I know that sounds like a lot, that sounds insane, but it's just like, if the artwork is not completed, forget about it. It's gonna take way longer. Artists need time, and then they can get injured, they can go through stressful times, they need to work on something else to get money because they are running out of money, and they need to eat, right? We all need to eat to survive. So just give them time. Being a creator, I think it's not straightforward, like, yeah, I'm gonna paint one card a day. Some of them can, and that's whoa, but some of them are like, maybe they can go on a roll and in 2 months create 60 decks, and the last 18 take them 2 years. Like, remember Marielle? Marielle took over 10 years. No, that's what it takes, because tarot is not just art, but it's like emotions, is the archetype, is the whole journey. So that's why it's so powerful, and it's definitely not an easy task. No, also, I mean, I'm saying tarot, but I'm meaning like oracle or any artistic and creative process that it's worth having. No, it takes time. So going back to another successful story, we have the Fountain Tarot, which I have the mass market, but this was once also a Kickstarter. I think that was way like long ago. Let's see if we can get a date here on that. So Fountain Tarot, we can see here, no, by, let me focus, Jonathan Sass, Jason Gruhl, and Andy, someone else. So this was successfully funded on August 2014. Like, my first deck was 2018, so this is like way back. And this is a super successful tarot that then it went mass market, and we still love it to the day. Another decks are the Black Prism Oracle and Prismatic Tarot, which this was my first tarot, so it has a very special place in my heart. And this was also a Kickstarter once. It was formerly known as the Illuminated Tarot, but then we know that there's another Illuminated, so they changed it. Like Kelsey, which is the creator, she had to change the name. And she also put that, the Black Prism Oracle, which I love. And one of my decks, favorite decks ever, it's Dream Keepers. As you know, this box has seen better days. It's really damaged. And that's why I keep my copy here in a lovely pouch that was gifted to me. So here's my Dream Keepers, which I adore. And I so wish, I mean, I saw this and I was like, should I fund it? Should I not? Should I fund it? Should I not? I decided not to. I'm very sorry about it, because this deck is totally for me. And the Kickstarter backers got a better copy, and drumroll, or that's my attempt for a drumroll. They got their names printed on the book, and the book explains the artwork. It's so beautiful, and just having your name there, that's like super special. Like, I adore that, and I wish I was one of those names. So those are the Kickstarter or Indiegogo, no? Like in the case of these two, these are Indiegogo, and I'm glad they switched to Kickstarter. Like, a little note there, I actually prefer Kickstarter. For me, it feels more reliable than Indiegogo. I think you like the creators have more accountability, and it like the platform is, I don't know, something about it feels better. Like, maybe it's more user friendly, but also like the vibe. Indiegogo to me, it's like not so secure somehow. But I mean, I actually got decks from that, and these arrived pretty quick. This one took forever, and the people at Dark Cinema were super lovely, and I was like, hey, I haven't got it, and they will reship it. So they were like really, really nice, but like it took like, I guess, almost a year for me to get it. So and that was like already printed. I got this because it was part of also this campaign. Like, this was a new one they were creating, and they were offering their older decks, so that was up for grabs. And yeah, so that's why I love Kickstarter and crowdfunding decks in general. There are some bad notes about it if you are not patient, because it's like you fund it and then like forget about it for, I think on average for a year, like forget about it. Like, the campaign takes a month, and then like to print it and everything, like another couple months, and then the shipping, and then if it gets delayed, and blah blah blah. But if you are fine with waiting, and I think this is fantastic way to connect to the creator, to watch the process, to support them, to feel part of the community, and it's just like wonderful. I think like really great. So yeah, let me know what you think. If you love your Kickstarter decks, or if you like prefer to wait and get them afterwards, let me know. So I'll see you on the next one, and Happy New Year, everyone. Super excited for 2020. Many things to come. Mwah. Ciao, lovelies.